hope you all enjoyed the lunch. Okay, so let me go into the next 1 hour, looking into a couple of important aspects in the same analysis part. In the first part, in the earlier session, I was talking about conversion of unstructured data into the structured data. Is my voice audible till the last? Great. And dealing after lunch, I know it's very difficult because making people awake. Yeah, I know. So, I have a basic question. Do you know why we get sleep? Why we are sleepy after lunch? Anyone? Could affect? No. I just browsing the same at the lunch time. I'm very curious to know why people sleep after lunch generally. Very interesting article was there in the Google. It is saying that once we have lunch, within 45 minutes to 1 hour, our body releases some acids, okay, enzymes. Because of that, we fell into sleep. Why I am telling this, if you fell into sleep, it's not my problem, it is your problem. Don't tell outside that the class is boring. Right? Because you are sleeping not because of me, because of the enzymes released by your body. Okay? Jokes apart, let's come back to this session. In the first half, please concentrate. In the first half, we have converted the 6 rows transaction data into one single line. Right? Now, how to convert this into the text to column? In the first half, we have seen the text to column example with fixed width. Now, is it a fixed width? No, it is delimited. What is a delimited item? Let me select that small item. Friends, you must understand, this is not a I symbol. This is a special character. Control C. Now go here. Text to column. What is the shortcut? Alt D E. Or else you can go to the data tab. You can go to the text to column under data tools group. Is it a fixed width? No, it's a delimited. Next. Now, is it a tab delimited? No. Semicolon? No. Comma? No. Space? No. Others, let me just paste whatever you have copied. Now, let's click next. Now, I need to finish this. Once you are done with this, let me select this entire data. This is what the headings we all know. Right? Once I come down, you can see 1000 accounts are there with account ID, name of the borrower and so on. But friends, this is one of the very important points. Now let's start looking into the analysis part. Interest rate is there. If I get the same type of file for 4 quarters, I get to know is there any change of the interest. Okay. So this is one of the columns. So each and every column we have to look and start working. But there is a problem with this data. Can anyone tell what is the problem? When it comes to the every column, serial number is also there. How to get rid of this? Very simple. I have to just select the column, Control H, you put 1 space, right? Just remove it. So this is coming as a number format. You can just put into the general format so that turn as a normal text format, as simple as it, right? Now, in this case, what I need to do, just select this data, Control H, 2 space, replace and show. What happened? Control H, 2 space with nothing, right? Replace all, gone. But over the period of time, now anyway, we are not having that much time to go much deeper inside, but this can be done with a small macro, right? You need not to put a lot of effort. You can simply write a small macro that automatically does everything. What you can do, you can just record a macro. You can go to the developer, record a macro as a relative reference. Have you earlier used macro, recording a macro and so on? Great. Macro is basically 2 types. One is absolute reference macro. The other one is relative reference macro. When to use absolute reference macro? When I want to tell to Excel, read my cell name. That means it's very specific. When I move my cursor to A1, Excel is always going to A1. But whenever I say relative reference, it is working around your active cell. Wherever your active cell is there, from that point it starts working. When you say absolute reference, it goes to the first cell from where it works, because you said the first point is go to the A1. So in this case, it has to be a relative reference and so on. Now we need to identify which columns are helpful for us. If you look into here, date of sanction, one of the most important column. Then is there any investment in plant and machinery? What is the interest rate? You can just put a filter. Is there any zero in the interest rate? If something is zero, that means what is the meaning of it? Maybe it's a staff advances or anything. Let me put space 7 space. Yeah. Now you can start putting the filter. Some of the cases it's very high. Some of the cases it's low. You can start analyzing the data. Now let me have 8 space. Let me replace. This is a limit. Now this is the DP. So DP every quarter they calculate. They have to calculate. Why? Because every quarter end they'll get the stock statement. Let's say after the quarter we have not received stock statement. Can I say that it's an NPA? No. It's an irregularity. Right? Irregularity we have to give a comment. Why the stock statement we should receive? So that we can calculate the DP. As earlier session, the Amar sir, he said the paid stock, there is a lot of relevance. These all we can get into the balance sheet and P&L of the stock statement every month end or quarter end we get it. Based on that, they calculate the DP. You can easily identify quarter to quarter, is there any movement in the DP? 100% there must be a movement. Otherwise, that means how can you maintain a stock throughout the year in the same way? So if I keep 4 quarters data one after another, if there is no movement, that means that the first red flag. I should go into the system whether all the stock statements are there or not. If it is there, that means that fellow has not updated the DP. Whenever we go for a branch audit, first thing, bank manager tell whatever the question you ask, what he says, sir, everything happens in the system itself. How can everything will happen in the system itself? No. If that is the case, no fraud will happen, no PMC case, no PNB case, nothing. That means everything will never happen in the system. Somewhere a manual interaction has to be there. That means either the branch manager has to click submit, enter and so on. So you have to identify what is the DP and what is the limit as per the sanction letter. These two columns. Now what I need to do, this is what a column, what is the outstanding as on 31st March. Now let me simply work on a small analysis in this case. Can you tell me what type of analysis I can do in this case? I can simply put one more column here. I can start looking into whether the outstanding is excess than the DP or not. Is it correct? No. I need to cross check whether outstanding is excess than the minimum of these two. Because sanction has given only 20 lakhs. DP may be 30 lakhs. But I need to take sanction 20 lakhs. Let's say sanction may be 50 lakhs. But after taking into the consideration of stock statement, my DP is only 30 lakhs. So I need to consider now 50 lakh or 30 lakh. I need to only consider. Okay. So now I need to just check it out. Is it within the limit or out of the limit? Is it exceeded? Now what is the formula I should write? Can anyone tell? Simple formula in Excel. There are two functions which are very important in Excel. One is max function, the other one is min function. Out of these two, which function I have to take? Min. Minimum of these two, I should compare with this outstanding. If this is greater than this, that is fine. If not, there is an issue. So I will simply put a simple if function. If is a very basic function. When we start learning the function, first function all the students learn sum function, then if function. Because by using an if function, you can solve anything in Excel. But that goes kilometers. That's a different story. But anything can be solved with if. So equal to if. This is what a function we call, right? This is what the argument we call. This is the syntax. It is talking about what argument I should enter. First argument is nothing but the logical test. What is the logical test here? Compare. What do you need to compare? Cross check whether it is greater than minimum of these two. Is it correct? So that I get a minimum value of these two. Then I am comparing whether is this greater. If it is, that means if the answer is true, what it has to display? Exceeded. Right?
If not, that means if it is not greater, that means it is within the limit. This is just a small point which we can consider. Just copy paste. Now just put the filter. Is there any exceeded items? Of course, this is, check it out. DP is more actually. So considering the DP, this is what outstanding has taken and so on. Most of the cases it is exceeded. Okay, since we have just put up the data, somewhere we have just taken the same figures, but normal cases, this is not the case, it happens. Okay, so you have to be very careful in looking into the DP column versus the limit column. Then this is the security type, you must be very careful. Some of the cases, if you observe, there is no security. There is no security in this case. That means there may be two cases. No real security has taken, and but security has taken but not updated in the system. So wherever you are finding the validation controls are properly followed, in those cases, this all as a general comment you can keep. Okay. So the last stock date, this is also they are not updated because this includes many loans, right? It need not be always the stock related. So in those cases, you will not find any date. Some of the cases you do find the date. Okay, only this case is there where there is a date and so on. And you can find credit summation, then account maintenance head. A lot of columns are there. We just need to look at what is the last credit date. One of the very important column. This tells us whether credits are just happening through this account or not. Okay, through which you can do some analysis. So this is the CCDP file in every bank. There is a type of file like this. We need to identify and start working on it. As I told you, if you spend 1 hour time just looking into this file, going each and every item and start analyzing, I can say probably 30 to 40% of the bank audit is almost done. And insurance amount, irregular amount, 99% they keep it as a zero, because if something irregular, that means it has not paid off or something. Let me just check it out. I have just removed this. Let's look into the top values. Is there any top items? Let's go here. Yes. Now this is all the questions we can ask for. Why there is an irregular amount? If it is an irregular, since how many days it is irregular? You'll find even irregular date also. Are you finding any irregular date? Yes. Just check it out. Irregular scenes. So then we can simply put a as on today date and we can just check it out. What is the age? Is it more than 90 days or not? 99% of the cases, more than 90 days system will capture. There's no doubt at all. You will not find anything. But that's not the case here. We need to identify whether they entered that data really is there any irregularity or not. That is what most important. Okay. So this is one of the most important file. I have given the text file. Whenever you have time, start working on it. Now let's look into the stratification. Okay. Now I have taken all these files and we converted it to the text to column format. Now what we need to do with these files? There's a lot of data here, right? Now once you just step into the bank, immediately banker send you two files. One is loan files, the other one is CCOD files. Obviously CCOD having different columns, term loan files having a different column. Loans again having so many types, including housing loan, vehicle loan, personal loan, term loans, lot of loans are there. So everything you will get into one file. CCOD, that can be either cash credit or OD, you'll find one file. These two put together has to match with in the balance sheet assets advances, right? So these two files are all validation controls you should not miss. So this is the loan file I have taken. Just for the understanding purpose, from this entire data from the different years we have taken. So we just fabricated the entire data. This type, instead of this type, you will find a different names. If you go to a bank, you look into the loan type. The loan type is having so many characters. In the agriculture itself, there may be 10 to 15 different types of loan. In the housing loan itself, there may be another 10 to 15 different types of loan. If we spend for maybe 15 to 20 minutes, you can divide all the loans into whether it is an agriculture loan or vehicle loan or housing loan or any of the self-help groups, SHG related loans or term loans and so on. If you look into the unique loan types, maybe 100 in the bank, because bank to bank it is different. With respect to the housing loan, just in the housing loan category, there may be having 20 different types of loan, right? So instead, what I can do, I just put one more column. All the housing loan related I selected.
In the next column, I just put HL, housing loan. And all the vehicle loan related, I just put a column where I put a tag as a vehicle loan, term loan and so on. Now put together maximum, you will find 10 to 15 maximum unique type of loans. Why this is important, you will get to know now.
Now this is what the data I just converted. Now let me select this data. You know how to make a pivot table, right? What is the shortcut? Alt D P. D for data, P for pivot table. Simple. Alt D S. D for data, S for sorting. Alt D F F. D for data, F for filters. Alt D E. E for text to column. Everything relating to data. So Alt D is common. So click next. Click next. Click. So just 3 steps. Alt D P. Otherwise, you can go to the insert tab. Are you finding pivot table? But you'll find a lot of difference.
Once you directly go to insert and give a pivot table, it has given everything in one screen. Once you use a Alt DP, that is a wizard. Step by step it is instructing you. But I follow Alt DP because anyway, it's not an Excel session, so I'm not going much deeper inside. In case of making the same pivot table on the original data, you'll find a difference in this case. But if you use Alt DP, you will get a pop-up.
Okay. Now, whatever the case it is, as of now, let me take. Always take the pivot table into the new worksheet so that we are disconnecting from the original data. If something goes wrong with the original data, I can come back to the original data anytime. So let's go back. This is what a pivot table fields we call, right? So everyone please concentrate. Pivot table is useful for what? For summarizing the data, right? If I directly look into this data, can I analyze this data? No. Transaction data cannot be analyzed. But if I can summarize the data, probably I can get some insights or inferences out of it. Now what I have done, what I am going to do now, I will take the type of the loan. Let me put into the row fields.
You are going to play with this around 4 fields. Row, in the world, if you take any database, that's having 2 dimensions. One is, okay, rows, the other one is columns. So one dimension is the horizontal, the other dimension is the vertical. Wherever this horizontal and vertical intersects, for which we need to apply the functions. Yes or no? Now, I have taken the loan type. Is this the loan type given by your banker? No. This is the loan type as a tag I have given. Because if you take a direct loan type and put it here, you will get 100 unique loan types. But agriculture may be 20. But for me, everything is same. Right? So I put everything as an agriculture loan, vehicle loan, term loan, housing loan and so on. I have taken a couple of loans here. PLN is personal loan and so on. Now, let me take, what is the value you should consider now? Balance. Is there any balance here? Yes. Now let us take the net balance and keep it in the value label. Okay, let me give the comma format for this. Let's put the value label. Now for each type of the loan, you are having a glance. Once you go into your bank, once he give you the file of loans, immediately you will get to know what you need to focus more. Because bank audit is huge. Even we start working for 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, also it's not over. But what you need to focus more is most important. Which item is telling you? Now I get to know, okay, in this bank, personal loans are more. Some other different loans are more and so on. Based on that, you will get an idea what is this branch and what is the portfolio of the loans. Now, can I keep one more net balance here? Is it possible? Yes. Can I keep one more? Yes. One more? Possible. So, what is the meaning of keeping all 4 one after other? I can use different types of calculations for this. Let me right click. I want to get the same sum. Show values as percentage of the grand total. I'll get to know that if I can do the audit and take more of the accounts out of these two, this is almost contributing 80% of the loan portfolio. And though I take loans of maybe in this category 10 or 15, the entire put together is not even 0.37%. This is giving me a glance. Now let me right click. Now let's go to summarize values by. I am taking count. Now let me right click. Same summarize values by count. Right click. Show values as
percentage of the grand total. What I am trying to do, I am doing a small Pareto analysis. Okay. So if you observe in this case, this is what the loan type basically. Okay, 5 crore. How many accounts are there? 55 accounts, which is contributing almost 13%. Maybe I can decide now looking into this, how many types of loans I should take and so on from each account. This is what acting as a documentation for us. Now we can simply take, with respect to 14, we'll put 3 number here. So we can allocate an article student for this. In this particular category, please take the 3 loans. What is the highest amount? In this case, please try to look into some 7 to 8 accounts. In this case, and so on. In this case, it's contributing so much. Now we will further go inside the 19 crore. Some of the loans may be contributing out of which 80%. Right? That is what the analysis we need to do. Now we'll do another type of analysis. The same thing. Control C. I'll just paste here. Right? Now I'll not take this. I'll not look into the type. Let me remove. Can I take directly the balance here? Net balance? Is it possible? Can I do that? Yes, it's possible. But it's not giving me any great analysis again. Because what is the meaning of looking into each and every amount? I will not do that. In pivot table, there is a beautiful feature called right click, group. When I am trying to group, Excel understood that this is a number, then it is asking a question. Sharon, out of your entire data, I found your starting point is 0 and your ending value is 3 crore 19 lakh, sorry, 3 crore 19 lakh 93,000 and so on. Do you want me to group 1 crore as a step value? No, I want to take 50 lakh as a step value. So once I click OK, now just check it out. 0 to 50 lakhs, 65% portfolio is there, which is having 2,774 accounts. 50 lakhs to 1 crore, 7.317% it is contributing. In an indirect way, if I can do the audit of how many accounts? 10 accounts, that means I am covering 35% of my audit. Okay, that's the reason. This is most important part. I am coming back to the same question what I asked you. If tomorrow after 4 years a regulator asking you, stating that, Mr. Sharon, I am telling you that you intentionally ignored this account. Okay, then at least these type of documentation we can explain, Mr. This is the way I went and I have taken this is the approach I followed. At least he will listen. When you simply say that, no sir, we take a sample and my staff, whatever they have taken, we follow. Then immediately we just take you inside. So documentation is most important. So analysis part, if you can start working, then immediately take these 5 accounts. How to take these 5 accounts? Just double click. Those are all 5 accounts extracted. Just take a printout and give a sheet name as an article student name. So this is one documentation. This file is most important file. This has to talk about which article student is working on which account, what type of comments he is writing, and so on. These days, writing a comments need not to be always on the paper. You can take a soft copy also. Later, you can take a printout and you can put it in the same file. If you make it a soft copy, then you can at least save it in the cloud or somewhere that can be stored for years and years, right? And let's come back. So again, if I want to look into another files, you can just double click. Double click is more of drill down. Once you double click this, you can go inside of that particular account. Or else I want to know, since the accounts are very small, just 14 accounts are there, or else in this case only 15 accounts are there. If you want all the 15 accounts, just double click so that you will get the extract of 15 accounts. At a glance, you can check it out. You will get to know many of the cases, because whenever people says that we go for a sample method, I doubt it. Because in Excel, whether writing a formula for 1 account or 1000 accounts are same, right? So this is one approach you can follow for the sampling methodology. If anyone having any question, please let me know. But this entire working, you have to save it. Otherwise, tomorrow you will not have a backup why you have taken those accounts. Okay. So I'm just trying to save this file. This is the way we can go for a documentation. Friends, as I told you, already answer file is there. So that's the reason I'm not saving and closing. This is for the documentation purpose. Now let us look into the 4th important part. We are going into conversion of text file into the Excel file. We did the cleanup activity when only 1 row is there.
In case of more than one row, any record, we understood how to join everything together, doing a text to column. If you get a loan file, conversion of text to column, how to look into the portfolio wise and range wise, so that we can understand what type of sample we have to take. Now we started doing analysis and we found there is a red flag in one of the particular account. Very few credits are there, and of course it's not an NPA, but here the case is not about NPA. It is about whether they are following all the provisions and norms are properly or not is most important, right? So I have taken one loan account. I have taken the extract of the loan account. You can just check it out, friends. This file you will not find in the report server. This you have to download it. 90% of the cases when you ask the branch manager, if I want to get an account statement of this, he'll take a printout, he'll give you 3 pages, 2 pages. First of all, by looking into the pages, you'll get to know whether it's a genuine account or not. Whenever he's carrying something, a bunch of 10 papers, okay, at least there are some transactions. Some of the cases when you ask them, they'll take a printout file, one paper, take it. How can a CC account have only one paper throughout the year, one transaction? That means nothing is happening. Every month end he is paying interest, and after a couple of days he is again withdrawing the money, paying the interest and so on. That's all. That means it is at least a point we can identify and so on. This is one account statement I have taken. Now I am just presenting this account before you, and if I ask you, just give me 1 second. Let me open this file. Now, one loan sanctioned in the same year, and this is what the account statement of that particular person. Now, this is a CC account, CCROD. Now, how can you analyze this account? What is the method you are going to follow? We need to cross check. Let's say the limit of this OD is 4 crore. What is the meaning of it? At any time, if we go and look into the system, his closing balance should not exceed 4 crore. If it exceeds continuously for 90 days, we need to classify it as an NPA account. Yes, sir? Yes. So majority of the cases, bank managers and the customers, they know each other, so they manage. So it's not about 90 days. If 90 days is over, by default it becomes NPA. No doubt at all. But our point is not that. Whether he is intentionally hiding that to make sure that NPA should not happen, or is it a genuine transaction or not? Now what I'll be doing, we will start analyzing this account statement. I'll start analyzing this one. I'll just go to this. Now I'm asking you, what method you follow? I'm just giving you 1 minute. What method you follow if I give you this account statement to cross check how many days it is continuously exceeded or not throughout the year? You need to understand in Excel structured data related, there are two concepts: account statement format, calendar format. It's always a good habit to convert your account statement into the calendar format. What do you mean by the account statement format? If you take a customer ledger account in your office, it's an account statement. What do you mean by the account statement? Account statement means on the same day more than one transaction can happen, and some other days there are no transactions. Yes, sir? In that type of data, I cannot analyze better because I have to always look into the closing balance as on the day. Let's say on today there are 8 transactions happened. Now which balance I have to consider? Closing balance. I must be very careful. That means if the data I am directly looking into the account statement, my work will be very more, because whenever everyday transactions I am looking into, last day balance, last transaction balance I have to consider on a particular day. Some of the days there are no transactions. That means you have to use some additions and subtractions to know this. So now my first job, whenever I find this type of statement, I convert this statement into calendar format. What do you mean by calendar format? Starting from the first day of the year till the last day of the following year, entire year, I put the days one after another. For each respective day, what is the debit total? What is the credit total? What is the balance? If you have more than one transaction on the same day, total put together as total debit, total put together as total credit for that day, closing balance, I write my own formula. That is what I am going to do. To do that, what I need to do here? Two methods you can follow. One is you can use an option of consolidation. Second method, you can write a small function names SUMIF is the function. Okay.
I'm not going towards the functions now. I'm just trying to explain you what is the feature of the consolidate. Now, first step, what I'm trying to do, let's take the date. Since this account statement transaction, first transaction happened in the same year, 1920, I'm just taking that as a first date. Let's say if this loan sanctioned previous year, I need to take first day as a 1st April 2019. Now what I will do, I will just take equal to this, then above cell plus 1. What happens now? Date is nothing but a number as per Excel. So above cell plus 1 automatically takes 10th July. Once I drag this down till 31st March 2020. So let me take till that, sorry. Let me take till 31st March 2020. Okay, oops, I've taken so much. Okay, so absolutely. Now this is 1 year dates. Now what we need to do, either you can use the SUMIF function or you can use the consolidate. I feel you like the consolidate than SUMIF function because formulas, if you go something wrong, everything messed up. So let me introduce you a feature named consolidate. Where you can find the feature? Go to the data tab, go to consolidate. Are you finding there is an icon here named consolidate? Click it. Once you click the consolidate, now I want to consolidate two data sets, data, date, credit till the end, including the headings. I have taken my account statement, first data set. What is the second data set I have to take? First add this in the memory of Excel. Now what is the second data set I should take it? Just give me 1 second. Yeah, now my second data set for the Excel is just take this entire data, add. Now try to understand what I'm trying to do. I have given two data sets to the Excel memory. Now I am trying to tell to Excel, please consider left column as a label, top row also as a label. I have checked two items here. The intention of that is, I am asking Excel, Mr. Excel, you do one thing. Take the left column from all the data sets. Take only unique values. In the entire Excel application, wherever a word you find labels, that means unique values. So what Excel does, it takes the left column in this data set, it takes the left column in this data set. Can you tell me what are the unique values out of these two columns? That will never go beyond this, right? This is taken everything. So for each respective value, how many top rows are there? Debit and credit is there. It's going to sum those values. Once I click OK, you will get three columns: date, debit, and credit. Don't worry. This is a date. By default, it has given a number format. You can simply go to the home tab, convert this into the date format. If anyone having any question till here, please let me know. I did nothing except I converted the data from the account statement into the calendar format. Now what happened? Though on the same date more than one transaction is there, it summed everything. There is no values here. What is the meaning of it? That means there is no data. Now one column I need to keep, that's a balance. What is a balance? Equal to debit minus credit, then this. Okay, ideally this must be negative, right? This is a customer account. So this, then, sorry, this minus this, then this plus this minus this, copy, or else if you want to start from this, okay, anything you can take it. It is based on how the report is coming, right? Now this one is this plus this minus this, copy paste. This is what my closing balance. Go and cross check, absolutely your closing balance will be same. I hope everyone understood the consolidation. Very simple thing I am doing. Nothing I am doing except I have taken one column, join these two tables, automatically you will get this table. Now what I said, what is a balance, what is a limit here we are having in this account? 4 crore. Now what is a simple formula you should write? Equal to if cross check whether this is greater than 4 crore, if S exceeded, if not, If not, within the limit. Can I enter? Yes, within the limit. Wonderful. But you cannot count manually, right? How many days continuous? What is the formula I should write here? Can anyone tell? Equal to, I'll ask a simple question. First of all, if it is within the limit, am I need to have any count here? No. If it is limit, take 0. If not, that means if it is not a limit, what is the other thing it can be? Exceed. If it is an exceeded, above 7 plus 1, there may be only chances of 3 cases will get it. Limit, below also limit. Limit is 0, no problem. Limit exceeded. So limit 0, exceeded is above 7 plus 1. Since above is 0 plus 1, so it starts with 1. Then third case study, exceeded. Exceeded is 1, then below one more exceeded, above plus 1 it becomes 2. If continuously exceeded for 70 days, 1, 2, 3, 4 till 70 will get it. Now, if please cross check whether this cell is equal to limit. If it is 0, if not, what? Above cell plus 1. Try to understand it. Very simple function. I am asking Excel, if function is a decision table, right? In our school days, we learned about the decision tables. If yes, then take this. If no, stop. If again yes, take this. If no, stop, and so on. So if this is limit, take 0. If not, above cell plus 1. If I enter, just copy and paste. Now can you tell me if I enter, what's the answer? Limit. Till here everything is 0. If I copy this and paste here, 1, because above cell plus 1, right? Now copy and paste here and so on. Now this is what the game we are going to play now. Now I'll simply put this is limit or exceeded, and this is what? Number of, okay, out of order. Oh. Now let me put the filter. Now out of order, you take the highest date. What is the highest date? At the end, if you go, 88 is there, 87 is there, 86 is there, and so on. Now I just take 88. That means at one instance, it is out of order till 88 days, and after that there is a deposit amount. So simply, you can just have a glance. See, this got out of order continuously for so many days, and very cleverly what they did, they deposited some money to make sure that that becomes within the limit. And if you go on little do R&D, I am sure this money might have deposited from a sister concern or other group company. Maybe if he is having any other concern. That is also one of the things we need to minimum look into that. Within next day, he has withdrawn. Again, it is out of order. Again, continuously for so many days. Again, this is the small analysis we need to look into. Okay, the most important part is not just looking into the NPA to not making NPA. What are the things they are following? Okay, we need to report on all these cases. So any bank statement, this is the way you can do it. One T code is there. I just forget today morning. I was just telling to Shivaji sir, if you are into Canara Bank in the FlexiCube, the T code you can take is LN668. LN668 is a T code in the FlexiCube. What that does, you know, it downloads all the account statements of all accounts in the branch. Okay, you will not find the same thing in the Finacle, I doubt, because in one of the branch when we started doing R&D, one T code we found, when we start downloading, it is downloading all accounts, all account statements. Doing an analysis, the same analysis for one account or all 100 accounts is same for me. What I can do, I can simply take the account number in the pivot table like that on top. Once I change the account number, this entire will change automatically. Okay. If anyone having any question on this account statement, please let me. Any questions, sir? Anyone? Here I followed 4 steps. One is added one column names date column, joined the date column with the data. Then I got the calendar statement format. Then I have written a form, given a closing balance. Then I have given a formula whether it is limit or exceeded. Then if it is within the limit, then 0. If not, how many continuous days it is. This is the way we can just check it out whether it is out of order or not. If it is out of order, continuously how many days and so on. Anyone having any question till here, please let me. Any question? Sir, we can continue. Oh, oh, okay, okay. So now we'll look into the next. Is all okay? Now I told you right today morning, period wise, vertical analysis is most important. I'll cover only that point and we'll close it. Okay. Let's say this is what the period wise loan balance we got it. Now let me remove this. Okay, what I'll do, I'll just take everything here after Q2. Friends, I told you right, if you look into the bank, account types are these types. These are different account types. I asked you to keep these account types as a higher next level of category, whether it's a term loan or housing loan or vehicle loan or personal loan or any of the other loans. Maybe you'll get only 10 to 15. But if you look into the unique list of this, so many items are there. Okay, so I'll just give you one small thing, then we'll just close it off. Now, this is Q1, right? So let's go down. How many accounts are there? Oops, so many accounts are there. I'll just take it. Let me. I'm just deleting this. I'll start from the fresh. Let's say this is what the for the first quarter you will get it, right? You will get the second quarter also same type of analysis, converting into the text column, third one, fourth one, same. Now you are having 4 files. What do you need to do with that? Do one thing. Take first file in the blank Excel, copy paste, then insert one column. This is belongs to which quarter or whatever the period, first period. So give this entire as a tag Q1, right? Now let's say I don't have as of now Q2 and Q3. I'm just keeping the same data. Then paste below Q2 data. Now for this entirely give a tag as a Q2. Now you are having one more file also. What is that file? Third file Q3. Now what I will do? I'll just copy this entirely. Now let me copy the Q1. Let's take the same data and paste below this. For this, what is the name I should give? Q3. Q3. And finally, let me just take the same data and put here. And this one I need to make a Q4. In a real-time scenario, all 4 are different reports we have taken and we have just given one tag that is nothing but the quarter-wise balance. Now what I need to do? We have our weapon, one of the most important feature. What is that? Pivot table. Just go to insert, click pivot table, just click OK. Now what happened? It has given me the pivot table field list. Now it is asking what field I have to select in this entire 4 parts. Can you tell me what I need to do now? I should take for the comparison. First take the quarter, keep it into column labels or row labels. Column labels because I want to present one after other. Then take maybe the account number into the row labels. Then take the opening balance or else outstanding balance in this, so that all the 4 balances, how the balance is moving from one quarter to the other quarter, we can get it. Okay, this is the way you can put 4 quarter balance or any period wise balances. One important thumb rule, instead of asking exactly at the end of the quarter, it is always better if you ask maybe 1 week before or 10 days before, because all the things whatever they need to do, they will make sure that on 31st or quarter end everything is clean, you will not find anything. So most of the transaction which they are doing the adjustments, they will do it 1 week before. So you better take 1 week before data and you can put all the quarters one after other. It's about how much time you have, as simple as it. How much time you have. If you know how to pick up one file as on 31st March, you go to the same path for a different month, you pick up the same type of file. Go to the earlier month, pick up the same file. You are having 12 months files. Now doing the text to column for 12 months will take a half a day. Don't do that. First one while you are doing, record in small macro. For other files, it does automatically because for the same type of report steps are same. You cannot record a macro for the trial balance
you cannot apply that macro for a loan balance file because these two reports are different. But for a trial balance first file, you can record a macro. If you have another 11 months trial balance, you can run the same macro because file type is same and entire unnecessary rows and columns are exactly same. Okay, this is the way we can just do the vertical analysis. If anyone having any question, please let me know. Friends, these all steps, whatever just now I told you, again I am telling you, everywhere you are finding 7.3, 6.3, 5.3, then 3.3 and so on. It is having the answers with every stepwise. However, this entire is keeping as a recording also. I'm sure Vijayawada branch Sikasa team, they'll upload it to the YouTube and you can watch it. Along with that, I'm keeping all these files for the practice. This is the practice file. You can just open these files. These are all of the blank files. You can start practicing. I'll keep this file into my website. You can just, they are going to send you an SMS maybe next 1 hour. In that you'll find a website name, excelism.in/Sikasa VJA. You can directly go to that website, download all these files for your practice. That's all. I think we have covered most of the important aspects. As I said, Excel is an ocean. When we start talking, it's like I always feel like throwing me into an ocean and asking me to swim from one end to the other end within 5 minutes. Okay, that's what I felt. Thank you so much and thanks for your all patient hearing. And again, I'm thanking Vijayawada branch and my sir Ravi Kishore Garu for the opportunity.